Yes, it's art.
All righty. So the gang is all here. So guys, just kind of jumping in with some more basic first round questions. I guess I'll go ahead and just start, at the top of the list. So Jonathan, we'll start with you, and then we're just going to kind of move back through the order that I had before. So Jonathan, I see here that you spoke with Candace over the phone. Is that right?
Yes, I did speak with Candace.
Gotcha. Well, what about that conversation with Candace really piqued your interest and made you want to step into a Zoom interview today?
Yeah, it was definitely the opportunity to be able to pivot into a new position. Even though I graduated with a psychology degree, as I'm looking at the career opportunities, it hasn't really piqued my interest. But sales and marketing have some aspects that incorporate some psychology, so I wanted to see if I can try and transition into this field.
All right. And what's your commute look like to Rancho Cordova?
I'm currently stationed in Davis. So
assume that'd be a comfortable commute.
Yes, it is. And my understanding was from 11 to 8, so I kind of missed those rush hour times.
There you go. And then if things worked out, Jonathan, how soon would you be able to start?
Yeah, I could start as soon, excuse me. I could start as soon as next week, Monday to Tuesday.
Alrighty. And hopping down to Corey. So Corey, I guess same question. If things worked out, how soon would you be able to start? Ready to go. And what does your commute look like to Rancho Cordova? It's about, to my knowledge, it's about an hour commute. I'm from Missouri, guys, so you might have to help me out as far as like distance and times. But an hour commute, is that something you'd be able to make consistently? And Corey, what would you say is your biggest priority in the next company you work for? Absolutely. And then jumping over to Ben. So Ben, I guess same question, of everything you would look for in the next company you work for, what would you say is the top priority?
I say growth potential. There's something that always has growth potential. I've been in certain jobs where I've been stuck with no potential growth at all. And it's a terrible feeling because you're not going anywhere. And marketing is somewhere where you really can branch out and expand your career.
For sure. And what does the commute look like to Rancho?
I live in Orangevale, so I'm about 10, 15 minutes away.
10, 15 minutes. And I assume that's comfortable for you?
Oh, yeah. I've driven for 33 hours straight before.
Gotcha. And then if things worked out, Ben, how soon would you be able to start?
I could come in today.
Ready to go. Awesome. And then over to Malaya. So Malaya, I'm sorry, I'm horrible with rolling the R's, so you're just going to have to be patient with me there. So same question. If things worked out for us, how soon would you be able to start?
I would give my job the opportunity to fill someone in. So just the typical is 2 weeks. I currently work for the state. So it would be, I would want them to give me the same consideration if the shoe was on the other foot, just as I'm sure that you guys would appreciate that if one of your employees decided to make a change in their career.
Of course. And what does your commute look like to Rancho Cordova?
I live in Sacramento, so 20 minutes tops. Very comfortable.
Comfortable. Right. And what is the biggest priority you have for the next company you work for?
The biggest priority I have for my next company is somewhere that I can see myself long term. Somewhere where there's different positions that I can maneuver in, and they push my individual growth as well as it's a team atmosphere.
So like a very growth-based environment, people are pushing towards goals, kind of helping each other, working as a team, kind of along those lines?
Yeah, along those lines, and just somewhere that, you know, it's going to be my home. I'm looking for my next career that this is going to be where I'm at.
Okay, so really looking to set yourself up for more long term.
Correct. That this is not a short-term career for me. I want to be where I'm at for a long time.
Awesome, awesome. And then last but not least, but Art. So Art, same question. What is the biggest priority you have for the next company you work for?
Yeah, so the biggest priority I have is to expand. So currently, I was working for a sales company. I was an account manager, and I would like to expand my sales background, of course, to make sure that I have the years, because I've been doing that for 4 years. But since I'm also getting into real estate, I want to, of course, learn and grow.
Alrighty. And what's the commute look like to Rancho?
Yeah, it's about 15 to 20 minutes.
Perfect. And then if things worked out, Art, how soon would you be able to start?
I'll be ready to go as soon as next week.
Sweet. Awesome, guys. Well, I appreciate everybody sharing that. Now I'll get into a little bit more about us. So here at Arc Management, we're a direct marketing firm. And what that means is that we're not the company that any larger companies hire to do any online social media branding. We're not outside working on billboards or doing cold calls, anything like that. Companies hire us to be their face and voice for products and services. We also update people on new technologies. And then when things work out, we can turn that person into a new customer. So there is a sales component to what we do as well. We represent a lot of different clients. By far, the biggest client within our office is Verizon. Now, I'm sure you guys have heard about Verizon before, right?
Yes.
I think most people have by now. They're a Fortune 20 company. They're worth around $220 billion, and they're one of the biggest telecom companies in the world. However, as great as they are, they still run into the same walls as most large companies. Every single year, they just throw millions of dollars into advertising, desperately grabbing to get all of our attention. And I assume you guys are all probably just like me. I'm not watching ads. I know when I'm on YouTube and I see that skip ad button, I'm hitting that thing as quick as I can, right? That works too. 45% of Americans are completely unreachable when it comes to these traditional advertising means through various means of skipping ads and ad blockers. So that's why Verizon really counts on our ability to interact with people face to face and really develop that personal relationship. No, that would be more so along lines of digital marketing. We are going to be a direct marketing though. So everything we do is going to be a face-to-face interaction. So we do work with consumers at their place of residence. As we were going to talk about in a little bit, we do always are going to operate off of Verizon's database. So we're always talking to people that are with Verizon already. Corey, is that something you'd feel comfortable with? Well, what do you mean? Well, we do operate with more of a performance base. It typically operates with a base plus commission, but obviously it is all up to manager's discretion. So we see our reps falling anywhere from 45 to 55K a year initially in the program. And then obviously as they get more experience, top reps are going to be falling anywhere from around 75 to 85K. So Corey, is that a range that you're looking to fall into? Well, Corey, I'll tell you, that's really more so what's gone over in a second round interview. this is really just the initial screening to see if you would qualify with us as far as if you're a good person for our program. Okay.